The much-anticipated movie Sully, based on the 2009 Miracle on the Hudson, hits theaters today.
CBS This Morning's Charlie Rose boarded a Coast Guard ship with Captain Sully Sullenberger and sailed on the Hudson River, where their story unfolded.
It's been more than 7 years since that Miracle on the Hudson. Returning to the river with Sully, it is evident the moment remains fresh on his mind.
What could have gone wrong on the Hudson?
If we had touched with one wing too low, if we hadn't had the wings exactly level, it would have spun us around. The aircraft might have broken apart. If we had landed with too great a rate of descent, the airplane might have broken apart and wouldn't have floated long enough for the rescue to take place. If we had misjudged the height at which to begin the landing, even by a fraction of a second,
we're going to end up in the Hudson.
I'm sorry, say again, Cactus?
So there's this movie out there, and you're played by Tom Hanks. If you can't get Jimmy Stewart, Tom Hanks is pretty good.
How did you pull off the impossible?
Tom came to our home and spent almost half a day there, and one of the first things we talked about was the responsibility he felt about playing a real person still living. But that after the film has run its course, I'll have to go back to living my life, and he wanted to be sure he didn't screw it up for me.
Cactus 1549, clear for takeoff.
In Sully, Tom Hanks is at the controls with Aaron Eckhart as co-pilot Jeff Skiles.
Life's easier in the air.
Together, they take the audience through the harrowing 208 seconds of U.S. Airways Flight 1549.
Brace for impact.
What I really wanted this film to have was a real undercurrent of the importance of our common humanity. And I think it's there.
How so?
This is about a group of people at a time in the world's history when it seemed as if everything was going wrong during the 08-09 financial meltdown. It seemed like no one could do anything right. And this group of people who didn't know each other came together in this place, in this time, and made it their mission in life to see that every life was saved. Everyone knows that we landed, that everyone survived, and we celebrated that.
The 15-month investigation by the National Transportation Safety Board is the film's central focus.
The NTSB made about 36 important safety recommendations to improve safety going forward. But the NTSB cannot mandate that they be adopted by the industry. Yeah, that's up to the FAA, our regulatory body, to do. And sadly, only 2 or 3 of the 35 recommendations have been adopted by industry and mandated by the FAA.
Yeah, why not?
There are a lot of reasons, but the bottom line ultimately is that the airlines in a very cost-competitive industry are reluctant to take on additional safety measures that they view as a burden or an additional cost.
Did you make any mistakes?
Of course. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. And I was confident I could find something that would work.
Look perfect to me. Yeah. All right, as you know, Sully became a national hero. He is now a CBS News aviation and safety contributor.
I cannot wait to see this.
That looks so
wait.
exciting.
I really have goosebumps.
Yeah, it really is. Just watching that finally and how he'd make everything perfect.